Hello, and welcome back to the Fate of Aeothar. Previously, the group had helped secure victory in Kabus and took a captured Tomlin back to the palace in Pleic, Sula, where he was to be imprisoned and questioned alongside Governor Razula. The party did get in a few questions of their own, but didn't really make much headway with it. So that's where we're picking up now. I believe you guys are still in the palace, right? Or did you go to the tavern and go to sleep?
We
We
went
went
to the
to the
tavern, the
tavern
others are
Tavern?
still getting drunk, and I went to sleep.
I believe we
Right,
left
Yeah.
off at the beginning of going to sleep.
Yeah, I was watching him try to walk up the stairs and watching him try and fall over.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
And I'm being paranoid in my room.
So yeah, the new day comes, the morning has come, and all of you are beginning to wake up. And yeah,
I
are you
drank
guys
some of
doing
that
for the day?
anti-hangover stuff.
Okay, yeah, good call. Yeah, so you do wake up feeling quite hungover, and upon drinking the anti-hangover potion, you feel it starting to take effect slowly.
Mm-hmm.
One thing to note is as you're all waking up, Moss is just sitting there, already awake, probably already downstairs, just sitting there.
I'm a go-getter. And I assume find Moss at the bar.
Yeah, he's just sitting at a table.
I'll go sit with him. In fact, I'm gonna order a round of breakfast for everyone. Before I do. So when everyone comes down, we'll have a nice breakfast ready.
Okay. Yeah,
Mhm.
and the tavern keeper begins like cooking up like some eggs and sausage and toast.
Sausage.
Oh, can I take notes?
Sure. Yeah. You take notes that she's just frying the eggs, frying the sausage in a pan, and toasting the bread over open fire in the oven.
Tony's very
Wasn't this a tavern where the breakfast
scribbling
was really
down.
overpriced?
Okay. Well, if it's overpriced, it's gotta be good. Tony does some more scribbling of notes in his book.
Okay. Cool. So, what was the plan for today?
Eating breakfast and then going to the palace, I'm assuming.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we were going to go to the palace to what's it called?
Talk
Razula.
to Tomlin
Yeah, to
What is it?
Razula.
and Razula.
What is it called?
It's called Razula. And he's got Tomlin. We're gonna talk to him.
The governor's name is Razula.
Yeah. No, yeah, that's what I meant. Look, I'm bad at words, okay? We're gonna go talk to both Razula and Tomlin, who have been captured.
Yes, and what's the name of the sultan?
Sultan, man.
Arcanus.
Arcanus.
I knew it began with an A. Oh,
Okay, guys,
Well,
here's
Tony's
the
a bit
plan. You guys
hungover,
are talk
okay?
to you guys are talking to Razula. I'm gonna talk to Tomlin because none of you can be near Tom without accidentally mashing his face in. So
but it feels so good.
Moss raises his hand.
you
I
can
believe
do it
I
after we're
am a
done.
neutral party.
That's true.
Yes,
yeah.
Moss is
He's
a
got a
very neutral
point.
party.
Talia and Tony almost killed him back there.
Oh, I so wanted to.
Me too, man, but we gotta stay rational until we are allowed to actually kill him. I mean, it's probably
Okay.
gonna be a public execution.
You can do the talking then.
And at this point, the tavern keeper like comes out with the breakfast she had been cooking up once everyone
Oh.
arrives downstairs.
Delicious. Thank you. How much is that?
2 silver.
2 silver pieces. Okay.
That's so much cheaper than last time.
I'll give him a gold
Okay, cool.
as a tip.
See, Tony, this is why you're poor.
Look, I
No,
can
no,
appreciate
no.
good food, okay?
In all fairness, the reason he's poor is because he buys out trinket shops as soon
Yeah.
as he sees them.
Definitely the trinket shops. Tony gets grinding down some eggs.
It's like having a gambling addiction, but
It's good food. Okay?
shopping.
Moss just kind of looks at the plate that was put in front of him.
A sly smile appears on Tony's face. You're not gonna eat that?
Moss just kind of turns his head to you, doesn't say a word.
No. It's nice. I mean, if you don't want it,
You hear a faint whirring somewhere inside of his chest cavity.
if you don't want it,
Just staring
have
at
it.
you.
do you want it? Because, like, I'd hate for it to go to waste, you know?
His hand slowly reaches up and slides it over to you.
Tony, if Tony wasn't wearing his helmet right now, he'd be visually salivating. He's just As he downs both breakfasts.
I'm still very nervous about all of this. I'm sure it'll work out.
It'll be fine, okay?
Your eating noises are about to give me an aneurysm. Like, it is so, like...
Tony, can you say that again with 2 pounds less in your mouth?
Tony
Yeah.
sits for like a solid 10 seconds just making sure he gets all his food and is like, look, it'll be fine, alright?
I agree
Sure.
with Tony for once.
We won.
But
The government's gonna have some.
we've
The Sultan
won the
is gonna have
battle.
some top tier security. Got nothing to be afraid of, I'm sure.
I still have to write a letter to my mom. Oh, fuck.
I
I'll do
could
that
use
later.
sending if I had my warlock powers.
Okay, is that like an in-head thought? Or are you saying that out loud in that kind of warlock powers kind of way?
No, that's an in-head
God.
thought.
Come on! Life was so much better when I was evil.
No, that wasn't like a hint or like a or like me saying that out loud. That was just in-head thought.
I mean, just look at what being evil got you. You're a horrible little monstrosity now.
And
But he's
also
our little
powerless.
monstrosity.
Also powerless. Don't forget.
Hey, I still have some powers. I could magic missile you.
That's not from where you had your powers before.
I
That's
could
bold
fog
words
cloud.
for someone in grappling distance.
The bold horseman from.
Any whoosies.
Okay, so
If we're finished with breakfast,
yeah, I has a plan.
I'm
Moss
listening.
eats nothing.
So
We're casting Zone of Truth on Tomlin.
no, so basically what we're doing is we're going to all go to the palace,
Mm-hmm.
tell them we're not interested, and leave. No, I'm just kidding. We're going to go to the palace. We're going to say we have our chief investigator here, and point to Moss, and have Moss interrogate them, and maybe me as well, because I'm also neutral. I don't really care that much.
Okay, but Zone of Truth's just, like, really good.
Yeah, but we probably couldn't stop Talia from socking him in the face.
I
Yeah,
can
so-
also just
Yeah.
charm him if
I mean,
necessary.
Talia can't leave the
He's
room,
got a point.
right?
Okay, yeah, but charming isn't mind control.
No, but if he believes I'm an ally, he will tell me whatever he needs to know.
True.
That'd help.
Or you could, of course, give him a case of Scandinavian syndrome or whatever it's called.
I could also turn the entire ground into thorns and slowly drag him across it, if necessary.
No, that would... As much as I'd love to say yes, that won't be necessary.
It's information we
I'm
need.
What's
sure
it called?
the-
What's Scandinavian syndrome called? Stockholm syndrome. That's what it's called.
Scandinavian Berg, oh
What
my
is
god.
Stockholm?
Stockholm syndrome.
Wise wizard coined it. His name was Stockholm.
Yes. Actually, no. Stockholm's the city in Finnabar. No, I'm just kidding.
So, as much as
So
I'd
we're
love to
just-
drag him across thorns, it's not very nice.
No, but
To
if
be-
we need
to be
information,
fair, I'm sure we'll get more out of. Trust me, I'm sure we'll get more out of Tomlin if we just talk to the guy with like Zone of Truth or something instead of just torturing him. Because that guy's pretty tough. I don't
as I
think
said,
he'll talk.
I can charm if necessary.
Okay.
I would like to talk to him because I personally would just really want to find out what the guy's issue is with everything.
Why don't we go to the palace?
If you do
See
get
where it
aggressive,
goes.
it would cancel my charm. So there would be actual stakes to getting angry besides killing him. If we kill him, I can bring him back. But if we charm him and Zone of Truth at the same time, he will talk and he will be unable to lie.
Fair dues, Moss. Fair dues.
Well,
Talia,
we can always
believe you
hurt
could
him
control yourself?
afterwards.
do you believe you could control yourself?
Talia.
Next up.
That's right, I forgot I was on mute. Yes, I do believe I can control myself.
Is she lying?
I mean, press X for doubt.
Excuse you.
Roll an insight check.
I can.
I am being honest.
I also did.
Yeah, 25.
Moss.
Do you truly believe that you will be able to control yourself?
I truly believe it. Yeah, she truly believes that she can. Like, she might not
No
be able to,
matter
but
what
believes
is-
she believes she can.
Okay.
So Moss
I
nods his
doubt it.
head and goes, then I believe that would be our best possible option.
I still want to talk to him before we actually punch him to see how much we can get out of him by just talking.
Well, we're not gonna
I
punch
don't
him. We're
know.
gonna...
That's the plan. We're
Charm
not
him.
punching him. There will be
I
no
will-
punching.
I will charm him. Talia will use her Zone of Truth.
Mhm.
And we will talk.
I'll be behind a concrete wall.
And if
So you don't
necessary,
kill him?
and then he catches his hand on fire. If necessary, and then puts it
If-
out.
Yeah.
If Tony
If necessary-
wasn't wearing a helmet, you'd see a sly smile appear on his face.
If Tony wasn't wearing a helmet, we'd see a lot
I really
more.
don't want to punch a guy that's tied up, no matter what what degree of asshole he is.
You're a rogue.
Well,
Yeah,
I
but
guess
Thurgood is a
first,
nice rogue.
Before we even
I'm a neutral
Again.
good half-orc rogue, okay? Neutral good.
before we begin, I guess I should ask, what information are we looking for?
Well, how big is his penis? No,
No!
He literally needs
Cut
a
that out.
fork.
What I
It's
Cut that out.
vital.
I
I went to
personally just want
dwarves,
to-
is
wait,
he?
what did you say? What did you say, Mike?
What information? Oh, Mike.
I said he literally needs a forklift to get it out.
Oh, God. That's a lie.
The
What?
stuff I just want to know is actually about his past. Like, how did you get to the Baron? Why is he following the guy?
What do you know
Why
about the cults?
is being racist in the job description, or is he just like that by default?
You know
So
about the
we are
cults as
looking
well.
for information about this cult from the note that was
Yes.
Yes, exactly.
We've
Yeah,
got
I
some
know-
more
I'm
notes
aware.
as well. Tony
Sorry,
scraps
I
out
was
all the notes that
yawning.
we found over however long.
But yeah, so basically we one other thing we need, and this is serious this time, is a way to get into Blackfield.
After saying this is serious this time, I was so certain you were gonna say we needed how big his dick is again.
So we need to know how he got to the Baron. What
No,
he knows about the
we-
cult.
we need
Yes,
to
we
know.
do.
A way
need to know about
into
the cult.
Blackfield.
We need to know like how to get into Blackfield without being
Yeah.
seen.
Yes.
If there's
A way
any
into
weaknesses we can
Blackfield.
exploit.
Weaknesses.
I mean,
Uh,
if just saying if he knew about the weaknesses, I don't think they would exist.
I also would just like to say that the moon reflects light off of the sun, so wouldn't vampires technically burn in
No.
Why did you
moonlight
bring
as
this up
well?
now?
No, the reason why is the light reflected isn't as much as the light coming from directly, so they can tolerate the pain of the reflected light more than the direct light.
You're smart.
Yeah, that's
Sometimes.
Also, Hadrada, stop asking pointless questions.
You guys also got a map to last session,
Yes,
did.
I remember that.
a back entrance to Blackfield.
Yes, we want to know how secure it is. We want to know if it's trapped, maybe, because we did have the map on him.
He does not know of the map. We must keep it that way.
Hmm.
That amulet we got, right? It was some sending stuff. Which direction?
I think only one way, but I don't think we figured out which direction.
Well, it doesn't matter. We should probably leave the amulet somewhere safe so no one can steal it, so that no matter who's on the other end could possibly spy on us.
Trap it within metal. That should be enough. Preferably
Sounds
lead.
like a plan.
I knock
So-
knock on Moss's chassis.
I am not lead. And he turns his head to you.
That's fine to know.
I can put it in my room. Should
So,
I?
I believe so. Keeping it with us does not seem ideal.
Okay. Who is the amulet?
You? No, it's me.
Hmm.
Yeah, I'll hand you it.
Yeah. I take the amulet and don't touch it with my bare fingers. I just use like some cloth, whatever, over it. I walk up to my room, put it like on in the drawer, and I send the room, just go back down, and I lock the door behind me.
Nice.
Okay then.
In that case, we shall set off.
Will we?
Yep, let's go.
Oops, I just
Okay.
hit my microphone.
Okay, so yeah, you exit the tavern and begin making your way to the palace, where it is under very heavy guard at the moment. There are many guards about. Some at the gate, some at the front doors, some patrolling around the courtyard. And as you walk up, the guards notice you and recognize you and allow you to go in, where you walk into the front door of the palace. You see the Sultan is sitting in his throne room, but guard captain Balthazar is not there at the moment.
Okay. Entering. I say, Your Highness.
And he says, "Yes, welcome. Hello."
We have come to speak to you about the prisoners.
And he says, yes, you are wanting some time with them to ask questions pertaining to yourselves and some going-ons, correct?"
Yes.
If possible.
Yes.
And he says, "Yes, it's possible. I will have to have a couple of guards there as well, though. You understand."
That's fine.
We. Yes, definitely, absolutely.
Are you like fangirling over the Sultan?
No.
Yes. Oh my god, yes.
1,000 times, yes.
Oh my god, that's such a good idea.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
And he says, "Well, at that, then I see no harm in you interrogating the prisoners." And kind of snaps to a couple of guards who are guarding like the
Just-
outside. What's that?
Just FYI, I have Spaz with me.
Okay.
I'm sure there's something we can use him for.
Okay. Cool. And he kind of motions to a couple of guards who are patrolling the throne room, and tell them to escort you into the dungeons where you may speak to the prisoners. And they kind of usher you down a set of stairs, and you follow them and eventually get down into the dungeons. 1 second.
That's the wrong
Don't-
map.
I know.
This is a very wet-looking dungeon. There you go.
Very nice.
Is this Sultan Corona or whatever his name was?
No,
The
that
governor.
is
Governor
is-
Rezula.
the Kabas governor.
It's like Sultan Corona.
Ah, yes, who
My
doesn't?
God, I have control over Moss.
And the guards like walk up to the iron door and use a set of keys and open it.
You should really have them in different cells. Also, I would just like to say that you put us in
Yeah.
the cells.
Wait, are we the people in the south right now? Because they have a table and we don't.
I'm sorry.
And say, and they tell you, keep it civil.
No.
Can I
Okay, I
stay out here?
will. You could, yeah.
Go
Stay
in.
out here.
Moss would be inside as well. I cannot move him though.
Oh, okay, one sec. Ah,
I roll 20 is being really
Thank
weird
you.
right now.
Appreciate
You
that.
can't call
What
him the
is
Carcorn.
there you go. You should be able to move it.
I'm pretty sure that's just 40 feet. Unless you go that way, then it's like still 40 feet somehow.
I mean, you still have freedom of movement at this point. It's not like you're in combat or anything. So.
So, I
and as you walk-
whisper. Oh, continue.
And as you walk in, Tomlin is in the corner of the cell, and Razula is kind of standing against the wall, not far from him. And they both look at you with somewhat disgusted looks on their face. And
Oh, when they
Tomlin
do, I
says-
have Spath growl at them.
And Tomlin says, "Here to rub it in, are you?"
No. Also, but no, not mainly.
I would like to whisper to Talia, cast Zone of Truth.
Okay, I cast Zone of Truth.
Okay. And what's the area of effectiveness on that?
I think it's like 15 by 15.
Let me check. Let me just roll it, actually.
60
Oh, 50.
feet.
Yeah.
Area of creep.
Oh no,
15 foot
it's-
radius.
So you could
Right,
like
so-
put it like right here, right?
Yeah, wait. I think it's just,
15-foot
yeah,
radius, so 30 feet across.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like.
So I'm just gonna stand over here since that's like
Where?
not 30 feet away. It's exactly 30 feet away. I'm gonna stand one back.
Moss will
That way I
stand
can
directly
lie.
in the way of it, and directly in front of Tomlin.
Again, I'll have like Spaz be a
Yeah.
bit like. I mean, Spaz is not intimidating. He's just a big like he doesn't act
Well, he does-
intimidating,
Moss
but you know,
doesn't- he doesn't need to be right there.
Just to check,
Oh,
is the
I
cell
see.
door being locked again?
Yes, it has been locked behind you.
So this is around how big it is.
yeah.
Right.
What?
Yeah, so that's more than enough to get both of them.
It's 15 foot radius. so
Oh,
it's 30
15
feet
foot
across.
radius. I thought it was 30 foot
this.
radius. Sorry.
No, 15 foot, so it's 30 total. So it's this, and then
Okay,
That
so we
triangle
stand
there.
like right outside of it. I'm guessing.
This is big.
there you go.
That should be it. Yeah.
That's a cone.
Very nicely done, Corn.
Thank you. Okay, so
Diagrams, but it's not truth. And also at the same time, Moss will raise his hand in a little flicker of green arcane energy as he casts Charm Person, and he needs to make, I believe, his Wisdom. DC 15.
I hope he's not very wise, but I don't believe he's very wise.
I have plenty of spells, so if he doesn't, I can just keep doing it.
Wisdom. 1 second. Wisdom save, right?
Yes, DC 15.
No, come on. Christ.
So you
Also-
see him. You see it like kind of take hold for a second, but he like shakes it off and says, "Nice try."
Moss would also turn to Talia as like, I know we need to talk to him, points to Torn, but I know not
Oh.
who this is. Do we
Wait,
need
wait.
to
This
speak
is-
to him as well?
Wait. He gets to make a charisma save against Stone of Truth as well.
Oh shit.
18.
Oh yeah, that hits my spell DC.
Okay.
Really?
yeah, you just rolled it
Wait,
really well.
wait.
Spellcasting. This dude's rolling pretty high. That's fine. We can just do it again. There's nothing stopping
As
us.
long
He's
as
trying
I
to
have
sell.
like
If he tries fuck shit, we can just kill him.
I can only cast Zone of Truth 3 times.
Do you not have higher spell slots? Or is that it?
Oh, I don't.
Nah, not full caster, that's right. At the very so you got 2 more chances, and I got plenty more for charm. So,
Yeah, I
so
cast it again.
that's a charisma save. I'll do that, but see that one before I do mine.
Come
16.
on!
Fuck.
F.
Hey,
F in the
last
chat.
try. If that doesn't work, then we're fucked.
Not necessarily.
Not fucked.
Unnecessarily.
17.
17.
Jesus fucking Christ!
Damn,
What a
those
man.
rolls.
And he has 0
Those are
charisma.
flat rolls too. That's nuts. That's fucking.
I knew
nuts.
that it was a bad omen when I rolled a bunch of ones at the beginning.
But no, Moss still turns to Talia, seeing her continue casting. I know we need him, points to Torin, but do we also need
Tomlin.
him?
His
Tomlin.
name is Tomlin.
Put the wrong name down.
It's like she like
might know
turns
something,
over
so-
to
Oh.
Turgan's like, do we need information from that dude too?
Yeah,
Yes.
let me roll.
I mean,
Let me roll for him too.
Tony shouts, probably.
Oh yeah, three
yeah,
charisma saves from
Talia's
that guy.
like, yeah, we need to interrogate both of them.
Yeah, he fails. Fails in the first one.
Fails the first one. Fails the first one.
The
And
other
the
homie.
second
And this third one as well, so
and the last one.
suck my dick.
Oh, and also the wisdom save for
The charm person was only on one
yeah,
target.
Charm
the second
is
is at a
only
higher
on one
level.
person.
Which,
Okay.
as Moss is trying to ask his party,
I said
Yeah.
yes. I said yes.
thank you. So Moss will turn and nod, and then cast charm person at level 2, and get both of them. So then both of them need to make a wisdom save.
Okay.
Ugh,
Fails.
oh, that's good.
And another fail. They both failed. They both like us.
Okay. So yeah,
Fail saving throws is
Razula is also
charmed.
under the zone of truth and also charmed.
Hey, Razula. I see we have a little bit of unfinished business.
I'm just gonna like have like Spaz is like gonna like kind of circle them like this, like, you know, like how do you do it here, like this, just for like an extra intimidation. Like, I'm not gonna move him the whole time through this, but you know, he's like
Right. Okay.
around or like around this area.
And Razula regards Hadrada and says, well, you failed me, but I suppose it's not a big deal. It was bound to fail anyway, the whole plan, so, nah. No loss.
Tell us
Hold on,
about
wait
the
a
cult.
second. You
Yeah.
told him to get the Sultan, like kill the Sultan, and you expected it to fail. What? Are you serious?
A plan with plans to failure isn't exactly a plan.
Exactly.
He says, well, I agree, but I was also being strong-armed by Baron Blackmore, so, well, what choice did I have, really? I had to try.
That makes sense. Wait, what are your relations to the Baron?
Well, he was an old friend when he still lived in Vudar, but when he was exiled, we lost touch. But you know how it goes. He came back and needed something from me and had, you know, some dirt on me, so...
Are you part of his cult?
This is Razula talking?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
He says, yes, I'm a low-level member of the cult.
Oh, what the fuck?
Question: are there any cultists in Finnabar? How do you say it?
Finnabear.
Finnabar.
Finnabar.
Are there any cultists in
Let's
Finnabar?
ask this differently. Where in on the other islands and in the world else are cultists other than here and over in Ethanon?
Ethavon.
Ethanon, yeah.
He like looks at you and like opens his hands and says, everywhere. We're everywhere. We're in the highest political positions. We're in the merchants guilds. We're everywhere. Why? Do you want to
Where?
join?
Are you guys? Wait, are you
Moss
guys?
Moss holds up his
still?
hand. Where exactly And who exactly would your leader be?
Hmm.
I get advantage on social interaction, so if you want to roll for it, we can do that. That'll leave it up to you though, with charm person and zone of truth. Compelled to talk and compelled to answer truthfully.
He says, well, me being a low-level member, I've never met them, so I don't really know.
Well, who's the highest that you do know?
Oh, Baron Blackmore, of course.
Moss just turns to the group. I know nothing of these people. Should I continue?
Yes, please.
Yeah. And Talia like no one points at Tomlin. You, bitch. Who's the highest? Who's your leader? Of the cult?
He says, the Baron. The Baron is my leader.
Moss
Yes,
turns
well,
to the group. Why are we not questioning the Baron?
the Baron is not here.
Where is he? He seems much more useful.
Aeothar and Blackfield.
He's in Aethelon Blackfield, yeah.
Ah.
Trust me, if we had the opportunity to get him, like, he'd be dead if we had the choice to kill him.
Tomlin, who leads the cult as a whole?
And he says, I know not. The Baron's never told me. I'm still only a cult initiate.
Can I insight check?
Sure.
So,
I insight that.
Never mind, I can't. I'm behind the bars.
I insight that. That's a. Oh wow. Can someone else
I
insight that?
decided.
Yeah, I mean,
I was fine.
it seems like he's telling the truth.
Moss.
It
Moss
seems
I
turns to him
honestly
as like,
believe him.
How do you believe this man?
Because
right now, it seems our friend has no reason to lie. But, and he turns to him, are you sure? Is the Baron the highest? You know?
He's the highest I know of, yes.
You haven't heard whispers? I thought you were
Jesus!
supposed to know more. And he turns to the party. You all made it seem like he was significantly more important than this.
You should
Well,
be.
it's personal issues. So, Tomlin, I have a fair question. It's a bit more personal. Is racist being part of the cult, like part of the job description, or are you just like a big dickhead by default?
And he says, no, there's different races all throughout the cult. I just hate
Then why
other
are you
people
like
who aren't
this?
human. Anything besides humans are disgusting and filthy and need to be eradicated.
Even the ones within
Okay,
your own
what?
cult.
Aren't you human?
He said
Anything
anything
Said
besides
everything
besides
human.
but human.
He, like, gives, like, a heavy sigh and says, look at me. Do I look human? Yes, I'm human.
When he says, "Do I look
Yeah,
human?"
they-
Tony shouts, "No."
Talia's like
Okay,
does does a whistle, so she can call Spaz, and like she points over at Tomlin, has Spaz go like really close to him. She's like, and like just have him like have spit have Spaz have spit from Spaz's nose drop onto him, and it's just like, I'd like to ask you again, are you absolutely positive that you don't know who the overall leader of the cult is?
As Spaz is doing that, Tomlin, like, looks around the corner, like, outside where the guards are, and says, guards, they're being less than professional with this interrogation. Do you mind intervening?
I apologize. You have not been touched. We are well within our realm of what we are given. Now, and he turns, do you know more?
He says, of course I know more.
Well, would you tell me? As
No.
your friend? I don't. What?
You're
He
my
sees
friend.
me as a strong ally.
And he
Well-
says, true, but you're not an initiate of the cult. I don't
Well,
tell
how
my
would I-
wife. I don't tell my wife cult business, nor my son.
You have a wife?
That-
You
no,
have a
that is-
family? That
Moss
is-
holds up his hand. That is fair.
That poor woman.
How would I go through this process? I am very interested. Tell me, how would I become initiated?
Well, you could go to the Baron and ask to be initiated.
How would I get to him?
Is there any other place we initiated?
And he says, well, you'd have to go to Blackfield. But you're not
there-
human, so it might be a little rough for you. You should take care if you go there.
Oh, well. That's
Wait
If
very
he's
second,
kind.
wait a
charmed,
second.
can
That's good to know.
hey, if he's charmed, can't we technically force him to tell the truth?
No,
No.
Charm just he sees me as a friend. He doesn't.
Yeah.
He's not.
Damn it.
It's not mind control. He sees me as someone
Yeah.
that he can trust.
They're buddy.
Oh, I'm
but
so mad that we
uh,
don't have
we
no
don't-
truth anymore.
And he says, but
We
between
don't
you and
like
I,
non-humans.
Shh.
and he says, but between you and I feel there's a greater force controlling the cult than just whoever its leaders might be.
Is it
Moss
Fraz or
leans in-
Blue?
Moss walks up very, very closely and leans down so that way to get out of earshot. I know they have some anger issues, but I'd love to hear your theories.
And he says, well, I don't know much in the way of it, just it's more of a hunch. But I feel like whoever is in control of the cult is being controlled by an exterior force. Simply a pawn pretending to be the king.
Shadow leader, so to speak.
Says, yes, that's a good way of putting it.
He nods and turns. So first of all, before I actually turn, is he bullshitting?
Roll an insight check.
Absolutely. 20.
No, doesn't seem like it.
Yep, he nods. So Moss nods, turns to the group. He doesn't know more. This is
Tony knocks on the
all
bars.
we will have.
It's like, what is it, Tony?
And when you come on the bars, Tony says, ask if they have any plans for us when we get to Blackfield. If there's any kind of preparations or traps.
Oh, that's a good idea. Talia asked that if there's any, since we've been there, if there's any precaution taken for if we return.
And he says, oh, yes, many. The Baron has enlisted the help of some of the monsters roaming around the swamps. You'll find them a bit hard to get through, I'm afraid.
Would you know of safe passage through the swamps?
And he says, well, on my ship there's a map. It's the safest route you can go, really. But that doesn't mean there won't be monsters or resistance.
So
Maybe
even
less.
you would not have a guaranteed passage through. Then, correct?
Oh no, I would, because I'm also with the Baron, and the monsters are being controlled by the Baron. So, as his ally, I have safe passage.
How are the monsters controlled?
Well, there's a powerful mage in Blackfield that the Baron distrusts, but is enlisted to help with this.
What's his name?
I know not what kind of magic he uses or anything of that nature, but I do know he's very powerful, and I have seen him raise dead out of the graves before.
Ah, so we
Raised
have
as
necromancy.
zombies or raised in new life?
Raised in a twisted, grotesque fashion. They don't resemble the people they died as, not even a little bit. And he looks over at Talia and says, I believe you and your friends walked in on one of the rituals where somebody was turned into one of these creatures.
The girl we rescued,
Nope.
the blacksmith's daughter, or
No, the
No.
that one dude's husband. That one girl's
ah,
husband.
that's true.
Yeah, but like, how does he know we killed the cultists and no one is there was there to tell the story, right?
He says, we
Yeah.
have many eyes everywhere.
What
That's
is
creepy.
the goal?
We've heard of
the
all of
cult?
your- Well, to release Aeothar, of course.
Who is that?
He is an elder god. More of a force of nature than an entity. his will be done. And once he's released, the world will never be the same again. We'll be plunged into 1,000 years of darkness.
Why would you want that?
Because we'll be on the winning side, of course. We'll have
you
free
still
reign.
Can I be really honest with you right now? Do you really think if you just because you're released that God, force of nature, he's it whatever is gonna show mercy on you? Do you be honest with me? Do you honestly believe that?
He says that's what the cult has taught us, yes. And if
Oh,
not, then I die willingly, knowing I have freed my master.
oh Jesus.
Okay, but like you do realize that you will die and the world will still be plunged in darkness. Even if you survive, you'll still live in a world plunged in darkness. I don't get it. Why would you? Huh?
I'm very sorry. This is a very confusing
He's a
concept to us.
masochist.
Do you know how we will raise him, they?
And he says, for every person we turn into one of these creatures, it gives him more power. And the stronger he gets, he'll soon break from his shackles.
How soon?
Not much longer than within the next year if everything keeps going to plan.
Where? No. And these monsters are being created in Blackfield, correct?
Not just Blackfield, but everywhere we've conquered. Runswick, they've all been turned. And when we capture Wintervale, all of them will be turned as well.
Like,
we have
Talia like shoots a look over to Durgan.
we have a mage, as I told you before, and he's been helping us out to that end.
Are there
What's
other
his name?
mages? Or is this the only one who can turn?
As far as I know, he is the only one. But
Know
once you
who
get
he
back,
is?
oh, he's safely in Blackfield.
No, who he is. His name. What he looks like. His race.
And he
His
says
favorite
yes.
color.
And he says yes, he is a human. His name
Of course,
is
what else?
his name is Ingomar.
Ingomar. You spell that for me real quick?
Ingomar.
That sounds like a vaguely familiar name.
That does sound like a vaguely familiar name.
And he says, once you get back to Ethevon, you'll notice things are a bit different there in the places we've conquered. You'll find a black mist lying in the air. Careful not to breathe it in, or you'll be changed as well.
What
But-
place
I don't
have
need to
you
worry
conquered?
about that, but thank you for my friends.
And he says, but everywhere we conquer, the mist grows thicker and expands its reach.
Talia like waves over like Maz and Hadrada and like she goes over to the bars where Tony is so Tony can listen in on this, and so they can't listen in on this, and she's like, if Blackfield's their next target in Ethevon, we have to go there quick and warn people and figure stop this
I
because
believe he
That's why we're
said
doing.
that the next target... No. Blackfield is the source.
Wintervale
Wintervale.
was what I said.
Wintervale.
It was what
Yeah,
I meant.
sorry.
I'm pretty
Wintervale,
sure that
yes.
I'm pretty
Sorry.
sure this is why we're interrogating these guys. So
we can find this out.
so we can find this out, and so the Sultan has proved that he isn't really doesn't like the Baron. So Aeothar and Vudar can patch up their relationship so they can beat Blackfield together.
I'm
That
sorry.
was the entire plan of the Sultan.
Right. Talia goes back to Tomlin. Tell me, what is the Baron's relation to Vudar and the Sultan?
And he says, well, the Baron used to be a governor here. And he attempted a coup, which failed for him, and he was exiled. And he thought the best way to get back at Vudar was to invade a neighboring territory, waving their colors, and discredit them, and hopefully start a war that would weaken both sides. Which I would say has been working fairly tremendously.
Someone write that down.
I'm literally.
Oh, I have a note. I have a note.
typing.
So Talia just
Typing so
scribbles
quick.
this. Talia just scribbles this down in her in the notebook that she actually uses as a diary. But you know.
You mentioned an attack on Wintervale. When will your incursion begin?
He says, oh, it'll only be a matter of weeks, and then Wintervale will be ours as well.
Weeks. Has it already started then?
The seeds have been sown, yes, but the incursion has not begun yet.
What seeds? I have seeds, and he reaches into a little pouch and pulls out a bunch of fucking random looking seeds. Seeds that most of you haven't seen before.
And he says, well, we've placed spies in the royal courts there, and have
You know who
infiltrated...
these spies are?
I don't know their names, no.
Hmm.
Unknowns.
Fair.
People of...
Do you know what
People of
positions
known
they
note.
sit in the castle? That seems very smart. But if they're not high enough, I don't know if your plan will work.
He says advisors, mostly. They may not be royalty, but they advise the royalty to take certain actions which we've told them to. And it's been working flawlessly.
Are there any cult members in the Thieves Guild or in Wudar around here in the palace?
And he says, the cult doesn't have much bearing here in Vudar, unfortunately. But that will change as well.
I don't believe it will, but I like your enthusiasm.
Like what was the main city in wait in Estel again?
In?
Airmont?
Yes, thank you. Do you know by any chance if there's any cult activity over in Estel, specifically in Ermar?
And he says, oh no. No, they've resisted. But in Delarhi, well, we have many allies there. They tried to overthrow the royal family, but it failed. But they'll soon attempt it again.
What was their attempt before?
Why? To sow discord and kill the royal family.
How were they foiled?
And then our pawns would be put firmly on the board.
Fair. Turns back to the group. Is there anything else we need from these two?
Hey Tomlin, out of curiosity, why do you hate non-humans?
Yes, is there a reason? I'm actually quite curious myself.
It's me too.
Like, does it have any
Because-
background or are you just a dick?
He says, because non-humans, specifically a tribe of dirty orcs, killed my family, and then the Baron adopted me.
Well,
If I was drinking something, I'd spit it out right now. Like Talia chokes on her own spit.
Moss just kind of looks down at his body and then looks back up at him. But I don't resemble an orc. Why would I
Yeah, but I
have any
do.
ties to them?
That's true. That
Is fair. Absolutely. No, his racism towards you makes sense, but everyone else.
Yeah, every other non-human, me as a high elf, well, Tony's human, but Hudrada as whatever he is right now.
Yep.
Non-humans, I don't understand, like orcs and half orcs and anything to do with orcs. I'd understand. It's not justified. You're still a dick, but you know, it's like quote unquote understandable. But
There's a source.
everyone
There's
else.
an explanation. But why would me? Do you see me? How do you see me?
And he says non-humans can't be trusted.
I seem
Okay,
significantly
for-
more
for
trustworthy
reference,
than you. So does, and turns to Talia, them, and so does, and turns to Hadrada, them. So does, and then turns to fuck. What's your animal's name again? I'm sorry.
Spaz.
Spaz. Turns to Spaz, and them. all seem significantly more trustworthy than you. If I'm honest.
And he looks at Tomlin looks at Hadrada and says, "Well, you look quite different than last time, don't you? I would say trust."
He looks the
isn't-
same as when I saw him.
Well, yes, but Tom, Tomlin and Hadrada go big. Like when we first were in Blackfield, Hadrada looked a bit.
I don't
Different.
know that.
Yeah, but that's
Isn't
why
it?
Talia's explaining it.
And Tomlin kind of looks at Razula and then looks at you and says, "Oh, by the way, since we're all friends here, I should warn you, my ride is almost here."
You what?
You're what?
And at that, you hear the loud flapping of wings outside of the walls. I need Spaz, Talia, Durgat, and Hadrada to all roll dexterity checks, please.
Can I roll a strength check to pull the bars off this jail cell?
Save.
You can try it.
They're-
Disadvantage because they're iron.
Because I rolled a
Yeah,
save.
but I
Can
do
use
have
the
fists
table?
of doing double damage to
Or
structures.
yeah, sorry. They would be saves, not checks.
I'm just gonna roll dex.
Do I still get disadvantage because I have fists of doing double damage to structures?
Oh no, Spaz! If
No,
you murder
so-
Spaz, I'm gonna kill you.
18.
I mean, that's how the dice rolls.
Can I at least get a hole
I
in?
will personally come over and kill you.
Well, sorry, but it's how it goes
Happens.
sometimes. So, let's see.
Does Moss need one?
Uh,
I'm right next to Tomlin.
yeah, you need one too. So
Alright, you didn't say my
Talia,
name first.
Hadrada, Talia, Hadrada.
At 21?
Yep, a 21. Spaz, Moss. Tony, are you going in?
I'm currently pulling the bars apart, so I'm not in there.
Okay, yeah, we'll say that you get the bars open.
Nice.
Hadrada, I need you to roll one too. Or
I
Never mind.
assume I'm
Yeah, I
doing
got
this
a
at the same
13.
time as this is happening, so I don't think I'd
So,
be quick
yeah.
enough to get there.
basically all of you fail. So yeah, as you hear
With
the
a 25?
Would have 21?
oh no, 25 is okay. So Durgat, you are okay. At the flapping of the wings, you feel a rumble on the outside of the wall, and after that, you hear a loud crash and crack, and the wall explodes in front of you, and you see a large yellow, scaly black eye looking inside, and then the snout of a very, very large thing. And as you see this, the
Okay, so,
room.
Moss casts
can I-
polymorph.
Can I grab Tomlin and drag him back?
No. I would say at this
Why
point
not?
it is far too late.
Well,
Because the thing is already busted in through the wall and is currently about to do something.
Yeah, as the second the thing is within visual range, Moss casts polymorph.
That's fine. You still take damage.
Absolutely.
So, all of you take.
I'm not gonna say anything.
Oh boy, that's not good.
Don't say anything. I'll have you know, I will kill you.
Well, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. I mean, that's how it goes sometimes.
Why'd you roll 2 5d8s, 3 5d8s?
So everybody takes 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
You could have just rolled 15 d8s.
3. 1 second. Trying to do my math here.
Use my calculator.
Yeah, so you can.
Pulling it out.
No, don't roll 15d.
No, that's what it does.
Get rid of the space, man.
Oh, there's no space.
Between us, there's it's showing us.
There you go,
between
it's
50
70
and
damage.
Right.
Yeah, I
so
guess I die then.
You
So,
don't die.
unconscious.
There we
So-
go.
Everybody takes 70 points of damage.
Okay, with
Minus
my
6,
3 health.
And Spaz is also dead.
And so Tomlin
70
doesn't take that damage. You're saying how?
Actually, yeah. Let me go ahead and roll his save too.
Yeah,
Oh, I
both-
didn't fail the save. Oh, I'm cool.
You weren't in the room apparently.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well,
and I've
I'm
and
chilling
I,
over here.
Someone also
and I
dies.
passed.
Yeah.
I
all of-
passed the save.
Razula and Tomlin both take the same amount of damage. So everybody takes 70 points of acid damage from this black
Well,
dragon.
I'm
I
out.
don't.
This is past my like I have.
That's everyone now, probably.
Yeah, that's everyone out.
No. I
Except for
passed the
Durgit.
save.
Durgit, you're
that's
probably like
Fast
over
guys,
here now.
I am going to kill you, Mike.
I have
This is not a
evasion,
joke.
That's 35.
I have evasion. I literally don't take any damage.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, you did full fucking ninja roll.
Yeah, you did like a
Never
Just
ninja
over
roll.
here.
Okay,
never
so
said I never said you guys are dead, but you are currently down and out. So
Oh, no, we're
Okay, but,
unconscious.
I'm not. I'm
dead.
doing great. I'm not.
Yeah, you're fine.
Durgit.
So,
All
is
of your
this-
friends just got covered in acid.
So as this
Yeah.
happens, you see the forearm of a large, black, scaly, ancient black dragon reach into the dungeon, and you hear
He doesn't want to fuck with us.
No.
and you
Continue.
what's that? And you hear a loud, booming voice. I knew the master was wrong in trusting you with this errand, mortal. He will deal with you personally. And the hand grabs Tomlin and Razula and flies off through the window, or through the hole in the wall.
I was saying no to what Tully was saying.
As you slip out of consciousness and your vision begins to go black, you hear the screaming of people outside from in the courtyards, and the
Can
same.
I run? Can I run after the dragon?
Same.
It's flying.
Yeah, but I
mean,
can climb
do
down
much.
and I can run after.
you-
I would like to cast some lay on hands quickly, if that's cool.
You're not gonna
I'm
catch
pretty
it.
good at running.
You're not
Not
gonna
gonna
catch
catch
it.
it.
You're not gonna catch it.
I mean, yeah, you can run after it if
You
you
can
want.
absolutely try. You can certainly try.
How high is
So-
the dragon at this point?
So are you?
Actually, can I?
What I assume to be dragon.
Actually, can I use my? Can I use the flying carpet?
I feel like even the flying carpet can't catch up to it.
The flying
Yeah.
carpet will definitely burn and die, and you'll fall to your death.
I can
Well, it
most
won't
definitely
burn.
try.
It'll
An acid.
disintegrate
I mean, yeah, you can hop on the flying carpet if you want.
and leave
Yeah,
your
I'm
gonna hold
friends
the flying
dying on
Can I,
the
can,
floor.
I, can I lay on hands, please? Can I do some lay on hands? I'd like
Yes.
to lay on hands. Thank you.
Lay on hands me, I can revive people.
Yeah, I'm gonna lay on hands all of you.
You're unconscious, so but yeah, we're all up.
You
I'm
all,
doing
you all get
great.
5 health.
5.
Wow.
More than enough.
Yes. I only have 5 levels in Paladin. I'm saving 5.
All right, the
That
second
includes spaz.
so Moss
Except
turns to Tony the second he's awake. Should I catch them?
I don't know if
Try, I don't
that's
think we're gonna catch up to
possible.
them.
I can. Should I?
And you see through the hole in the wall that this black dragon is laying waste to the entire palace.
That's a
to-
yes then.
Yes, absolutely.
Moss
To
runs,
Okay,
jumps
well,
through
the
the door.
Temple of
and
the Cobb,
shapes.
to everywhere it can in Pleic Sula before it begins flying off.
Okay,
What
while
is
the
that
while
dragon's
the
flight speed?
Can I
While
While
ask
the
move
before?
dragon is laying
can I-
waste
can I-
to the city, can I fly up to it? Because
Hold on,
it's not
let's-
moving much.
Hold on.
Everyone, calm down.
Its fly speed is 80 feet.
80
As this
feet,
is
I can
happening, may I
match it.
say
Okay.
before Moss Wild Chips? May I say Moss, go big?
Moss nods.
Oh, I
and
just
then-
got beer up my nose. Fuck.
Durgit, why are you so intent on trying to fly to this thing?
Because I'm not. Because I'm in neutral good, and I don't want people
Moss-
just
Moss is
dying.
already
And
through
if
the
I
door and turned.
Like,
What are you-
Tony's
I don't-
jumping out the door right over where Moss is wild chirping.
Moss wild shapes into a Quetzalcoatlus. I don't know how to fucking pronounce that.
Quetzalcoatlus, Tony is casting enlarge reduce to enlarge it.
So I am now a gargantuan bird. I'm gonna go ahead and chimera shape Raven into my fucking voice, so you hear this mechanically distorted voice. Get on,
Tony would like to
This
land on him
gigantic dirt.
majestically.
this gigantic bird.
Okay, one sec.
If you caught all that.
You,
Yes.
yeah, I'll probably have to ask you guys some stuff again.
The heck, how do you pronounce that?
Quetzalcoatlus, I think?
There, it's.
You don't pronounce the L. I don't think.
Quetzalcoatlus.
There we go.
that thing. It's the giant fucking dinosaur bird that's
Yeah.
got the pelican mouth. Oh, that's a very important point.
Flying giraffe.
The neck of this, or the mouth and neck of this monster, the beak of it is about the same, but the neck of it is actually this low sagging green, and then the fucking what was the other change? Oh, and I have it right here because I wrote it down because I'm smart. And it didn't save. I'm an asshole. Basically, it's got the underside of it where the mouth connects to the neck is much longer and green, and the wing. I guess the skin would have like a slight sheen to it. Very, very oily, very silky, almost like a shark skin. And also be able to talk, and is also gargantuan. So I am
Provided I can keep concentration. I hope no one falls off.
one size bigger than that.
Okay, so who is going on Moss's back then? Durgit, are you still doing the flying carpet thing, or like what's everyone's
Yeah, I mean,
plan
I'm
here?
already up in the air with the flying carpet. And I
Okay.
might decide to get on Moss after I see him fly out.
Okay, so who's getting on Moss?
But
Uh,
oh, no,
I feel
I'm
like I'm
flying
actually
next to
more
Moss.
useful on the ground.
Ooh.
I think
So
I'm
as
too low on HP to do
Not
anything,
when
so...
You're not going to be useful on the ground when he's 200 feet away in 2 rounds.
Oh, in 2 rounds?
80 feet of fly speed, double move.
Oh, okay. Well then, I guess I'll get on Moss as well then.
so as all this is
Well,
happening,
Everyone's
like,
doing it, then
I
I'm
can
going
heal
to.
people. I can heal people.
as all this is happening, like the dragon is already flying off and is very small in the distance.
Once Tony's on my
So-
back.
wasn't he?
Hadrada,
If I'm confused,
can
wasn't
you
it?
make
Was
me
the dragon
move
busy?
faster?
Wasn't Dragon very busy wrecking the town?
Yeah,
Like,
and
I'm
then he started
confused.
flying
Take
off,
some
and now
time.
we've been
Yeah.
talking about it.
It literally laid waste to what it could of the city and began flying off.
It did
and
a
you guys
fucking
have been,
drive-by.
like talking
Now
about
we're talking.
stuff.
Hadrada,
So,
can you
it's
make
like
me
already-
move faster?
Off in the distance.
What are you suggesting?
Anything to make me move faster. If not, I can pursue.
Okay,
Eh.
I have an idea.
Do it.
I can pursue the thing. I'm
I
fast
am
with
going
it,
to
actually.
use-
I do everything.
Question. Can I use burning hands as a form of propulsion?
Rocket
Damn
propel.
it. Okay,
Not
can
for
I?
the not for this like kind of thing. No.
Scorching
Oh,
ray?
that's right. No, you'll have
With, like a
enemies.
hot air balloon, sure, but this is like a flying creature that weighs many, many, many more times than you
Yeah,
do.
no, then
so-
I'm
Okay.
just gonna start double moving full speed. After
Tony
we
sat
have-
like over on your shoulders, just sit there and go, yeah.
Now, does being bigger affect my move speed at all?
No.
I have a
It
question,
affects
is
your
control
reach by
water-
5 feet.
Is control water a wizard spell as well, or just a warlock spell?
Water.
Yep, it's a
Can't
wizard
remember,
spell.
did you,
Can
Wizard,
I?
think.
Okay, so I can't technically cast this, but I believe I can cast it if I roll a successful. So I need to roll past 14 with a with my spell attack bonus.
Okay.
But there's no water here, so it doesn't matter. I just remembered that. And I doubt there's even water in the sand.
Okay, so what's everyone doing? Like at this point, the dragon, like looking
I'm
around,
here.
I
you,
took off double
you
moving
don't-
before
I
I
don't-
lost sight.
like you
I
don't
t- I
see
took
it.
off double moving before it left. 100%. I said that. Before it was out of sight.
That's true.
So at least I could keep it in sight.
Okay.
I'm not
Alright,
letting
so-
that fucker out of my sight.
Okay, so you and whoever's on your back are currently trying to follow the dragon. Yes.
That was Tony. Tony confirmed. I don't know if anyone else confirmed, but I took off.
Yeah, I confirmed as well.
Hadrada confirmed. I believe Talia was on
I'm
the
flying
carpet.
next.
Or who was on the carpet?
Durgit.
There goes on
Yeah,
the carpet.
I'm on the carpet. I'm flying next to Moss, and I'm fast as fuck because I'm
You
a
are
rogue and I can dash as an action and bonus action.
Does the carpet have your speed?
No, the carpet has 60 feet, I think. Was
Yeah, so
that
you're
what
slower
we
than me.
decided?
40 feet.
40
Or does
feet?
Rogue?
I
Well,
think
Rogue,
we're
you still
40
get the
feet.
dash. You still get the dash as the movement
Yeah.
action.
Could you technically double dash since it's you can
Yes,
use
that's
cunning
the-
action?
It's a triple move.
I could. Yeah, I
Okay,
can move 120 feet around if I with the carpet.
Okay, well then, never mind.
Which is just shy of us at 160 with double move. Because I have 80 feet of fly speed in this form.
Okay, so we're following it, I guess then.
Okay. So yeah, you begin following it and try to catch up to it as best you can, and you do see it
We have
beginning.
matched, so at the very least we can keep pace.
Right. So anyway, you do see it coming ahead in the distance, still like pretty far from where you are.
I'll just keep following.
I think we should keep distance.
Yeah, well, we're not gaining. We can't gain.
Fair enough.
We are the exact same speed. All I give a fuck about right now is figuring out where this asshole's going.
Probably to Blackfield.
You see that it is crossing over the desert. 1 second. Let me.
Are they full sprinting as well? Like, are they just booking it as fast as they can?
Oh yeah, they're going as fast as they can, double movement, just trying to get away. And you do see this, and the dragon notices you following behind it and doubles back.
Quickly
and
run.
and begins to come back into the range of you
Oh,
guys
good.
and says, "So, you think you stand a chance, don't you?"
Good, now that he's here. No, wait, shit, damn it. How shit.
So,
Since when did I...
I'm
everybody go ahead and roll initiative.
me with my fight. Well,
Oh,
I
God damn
can.
it.
I was gonna lay a
with
hand
it.
someone. I forgot in all the excitement. I'm livid.
1 second. The
I
dragon's
rolled a
there.
6. Why did it say 3?
I don't know. Maybe it didn't add your proficiency bonus or something. Okay.
No, it added it.
I'm
It's
showing
just
you
like-
rolling a 2. Homie.
It's showing me rolling a 6
Where are you seeing the 6 at?
on my
Yeah.
dice.
Oh, do you have 3D
Yes.
dice on?
Yeah, I have
Yeah.
3D dice
The
on.
3D dice are literally just an effect. They don't match what the actual roll was.
Oh, really?
Yeah, no. If you hover over the black number, the number in parentheses after the equal sign is the number you rolled.
Okay. Well,
Yeah, the
I
3D
rolled a
dice
2 then.
is just to make it look pretty. It doesn't actually give you the roll.
Are we allowed to roll our initiative again, or?
Yeah.
I'll roll it to get it on the turn order.
Yeah, I mean,
And,
whoever's there and hasn't rolled initiative,
Ah.
go ahead and roll initiative.
I'm gonna hate throwing that 20 away for a fucking 6.
Because the dragon was fleeing and then sees
there
that
we
you're
go.
following it and has now doubled back.
Come at me.
Okay, so
I like how our two strongest people are.
But do it a little
Moss.
bit slower.
Moss, you'll be the Quetzal for this,
Put the
correct?
couple off of this or whatever.
Well, it's gonna
Oh,
go away
shit.
quick, so don't worry about it.
What did
We are.
what did you roll again, Moss? It was
22 on the first one was 13.
okay. All right. So, yeah, whatever you're gonna do, go ahead and try.
All right, word. Yeah. So for my movement, I'm gonna swoop down, get everyone onto the ground. Bonus action, get out of that form immediately. Poof back to Moss. The
Oh,
second
shit,
I'm back
okay.
in Moss, I'd swoop down and forward, so that way. Is the dragon on the ground or is he still in the air? Actually, before I
he is-
do any of that,
Yeah, he is still in the air,
how far above the ground is he?
60 feet.
60 feet. Okay, never mind then. Literally.
Yo,
do
I'm not
everything I
having.
said.
I'm not having Spaz like in initiative. I'm gonna tell him to like stay out of it.
60 feet off the ground, still in
Yeah,
the air.
and Spaz blinks out behind like a rock outcropping.
So
I'm not
as
talking
the
to you right
so
now.
before Moss sitting there flying, dragon turns around, sees challenge, turns to the others. Do you want to do this? It does not seem wise.
No.
The dragon begins circling around all of you. Well, thematically circling around you, not physically in combat. But he is like circling above overhead and says,
Well, we're not on the
"Come
ground,
at
so,
me with your strongest."
So I haven't changed out yet because I didn't. I thought he was on the ground. I thought he dropped down. If he didn't drop down, the second he turns around, giant fucking dragon. General direction we were going. Would I be able to figure out if he were to continue flying in that same direction straight? Where would he end up?
To Kabas, and then potentially across the ocean back to Ethevon.
Alright, so that's just that general direction back to being a bitch. Alright, but
So
so
Blackfield.
yeah, so we know the general direction. Trying to get out. Giant fucking dragon. If he can do that kind of breath attack, he's huge. He's at least ancient. This is a bad idea. Ask Chadrata. Yeah, no. Turn around, double move, book it out of there with everyone on my back.
Okay. The dragon begins to follow you and says, "Where are you going?"
It's the exact same situation as before. So if he wants to keep chasing me forever, he can, but we have the exact same flight speed.
I have
I
an idea.
Any ideas would be helpful.
Oh, actually, no, because you started your turn within 120 feet of it, so you need to make a DC 19 Wisdom saving throw, Moss.
Save. 18.
You are going nowhere.
What's it do? What's the effect?
Frightful Presence. It's 1 second. Okay, so you are frightened, which is...
I can't run towards
You
him.
yeah,
I
forced to
can
move away from
willingly
him.
move away. In fact, if anything, that is exactly what I should be doing as a frightened.
Yeah, you can't willingly move closer to it.
Yes. So I turn my ass around and double move the other way.
Okay. The dragon also double moves to follow you
All right.
and is like pretty hot on your heels.
Yeah. Not gonna gain though, so I'm gonna keep going.
You hear
Question.
at the beginning. Yeah.
Is his acid breath technically considered a spell?
No.
Damn.
It's a natural attack.
Okay, I use fog cloud, or should I use fog cloud to cover our escape, and then we just go in a different direction?
If you want to.
Okay.
Whatever you want to do. We're
I
flying.
use-
See what you do.
I use fog cloud, centered just behind us.
Me
Um,
too. I also use fog cloud, but like further in the direction of the dragon.
So we're doing double fog cloud, so it's like twice
Yes,
as
we're
long.
doing double fog cloud.
Yeah. So as you do, the dragon stops and begins to hover, and does a wing attack, and dissipates the fog cloud.
Well,
Fuck
still
you,
one,
dude.
There's 2 fog clouds. So at the very
So-
least, there's still the last one. With that cover, I would do a sharp left and up. Get the more distance, and he also just stops. That's more distance. Yes.
Oh, yeah.
More movement.
Um,
just running. Just full running. That's all I'm doing.
He
That's
does
what I kept
have advantage on perception checks, which he will roll now.
All
Where
perception
is
checks, or
my,
is it with a
um,
specific sense?
What's that?
Is it all senses, or is it a specific sense?
Wisdom.
Just all perception. Damn. All right, bro.
So
26.
What the
I
fuck?
can't even
What
roll
the
that
fuck,
shit.
Mike?
So he does see, or 33, yeah. So he does see you and begin to follow in the same direction you do, and says, "You're not going to get away. Stop trying to run."
Just doing what you did, friend. And he just keeps moving.
How far away are we from him?
He had to stop, so we at least got a little bit more.
I would say
We were 40 at the start.
60 feet.
Ah, fuck. Wait. no.
If he
fuck.
stopped for
Damn
an
it.
action, that should be another 80.
Okay.
That costs
he
2
has
actions. No, we're 160. That costs 2 actions. That wing attack.
Yeah.
I saw
okay.
that.
So he does
We got a big
double
ass
dash.
gap with that one.
So he does double dash though, and makes it less than that. It's like 80 now, right?
How does
Ugh.
he double dash if that one costs 2 actions?
He
Well,
does.
because technically we're not in combat and we're not in a turn order. This is more thematic.
But so outside of the mechanics of it, where we are running, he had to stop. We got that gap. How does he magically close the gap? Because I'm full double dashing, and he paused to not double dash that one time.
Question.
Okay.
I'm trying to get my friends to safety. That's all I'm trying to do, man.
Nonetheless, he's still following you, so
Yep.
he might be at a distance, but he's still on your tail.
Hey, Mike is
That's
not
fine,
a
we'll
dick.
play cat and mouse.
No, he with I mean the dragon.
No,
Oh,
I
he's
mean
dragging
Mike could definitely be a dick if that's what you want, but yeah.
How many,
so yeah,
It doesn't say how many. Well, never mind.
So
Don't
yeah,
worry about it. We're
he-
just playing cat and mouse. Yeah, he just keeps running.
he is still following you and has line of sight.
Yeah,
That's
he
fair.
keeps going.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do exactly to him what he did to us.
Can I
and-
do another fog cloud?
Yeah, me too.
Sure. You do realize he's in the air though. He can just like go above it, right?
Yeah.
Or below it,
Yeah, but if it's in front of him, it'll.
or to the side of it.
The idea is to break the line of sight so that way we can stealth and gain more distance. That's the thought process.
Yeah, the thought
Yeah,
process
above
is
it.
trying to gain
Yeah,
more
that's fine.
distance.
He will make perception checks on that, which he does have advantage
He at
on.
least
So.
get
However,
disadvantage on this stupid perception check.
Yeah, I have a question. Would he get disadvantage because he is in a fog cloud?
Yeah, for total cover, right?
Yeah.
It would be a straight roll then.
Yeah,
because
that's
he
exactly what I
automatically
want.
gets- so yeah, go ahead. So fog cloud.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
Probably fog cloud. Yeah.
Okay.
It's the dex
see.
of this guy. Which
Straight
is...
roll. 18. So,
With a 2?
Yep.
It's plus 16, man. Well, I
He's
still get
plus
to
16.
roll. 16. Damn, almost had it.
Jesus.
So line of sight not broken. He is still at a distance, and at this point, he seems to be more or less just casually following you instead of a hot pursuit.
That's exactly what we're doing to him, so that's fair. Yeah, we just keep if he slows down, we don't. I keep double moving. I keep sprinting.
Okay. Yeah. He uses movement, full movement, and just keeps on behind you. Still at a distance, but
Do me a favor.
with
If
nice
he ever
sight.
reaches us, like, if he ever's like 30 feet away from us, let me know.
I have a
won't.
question. Can I
We're
use
not.
Tensor's floating disc as a wall?
Never mind. Scratch that.
Just put it flat behind it. Ooh.
Yeah, just put Tensor's floating disc like straight behind us.
Send me the thing on it. I don't know what that does. So
Put the spell on.
It's only 3 feet in diameter. Never mind.
I mean, 3
Yeah.
I have
feet
my-
in diameter at a dragon moving 160 miles per hour.
Yeah,
I
true.
have.
Do you think, Mike, if I put it like right in front of him, would he have the time to move out of the way?
That's what dice are for, my man.
I mean, I would roll a perception check on it, and if it's high enough, then yeah, for sure.
What is this spell, man? This sounds crazy.
Tensor's floating disc.
Tensor's floating disc.
So yeah, share it for me, please, so I can see
yeah,
like
I
what you're
will.
talking about.
Here you
I
are.
can.
And it can
Uh,
hold up to 500 pounds.
Unfortunately, though,
That
it
floats
says.
3 feet above the ground.
Unfortunately, though, it says a horizontal plane of force.
Okay, so I can't. Okay,
So,
never mind then.
Well, I could still just slice into him. You could still.
That floats 3 feet above the ground.
Well,
yeah,
yeah,
there
but
you
I
go.
feel like
Well,
well,
we're in the
yeah,
air. It's gonna sink down.
yeah, it's gonna sink down.
It says if more than 500 pounds is put on it, the
It just
spell is
dissipates, yeah.
dissipated, which I assume Black Dragon is
More than 500 pounds, yeah, and especially flying into it, it would. Yeah.
So,
Okay.
Nope.
I have a better idea then.
I also have an idea. Might I pitch my idea first?
Yeah, you can pitch your idea first.
I'm gonna
I
meet
have
on the
my
back of
wind
a cloud
lyre still.
Plenty of time. Running around.
I still have my wind lyre. If I play it and like have it make a small tornado, would it somehow disturb the dragon's flight?
I mean, it would cost an action for him to make a save, so you'd get a little bit further away.
The problem with that is that don't you have to be in like within a certain range to use the tornado?
I don't know.
Yeah, I think it's like 60 feet, maybe, at the most.
Good. Fuck this then.
I have an idea then. Okay, so I
Okay.
use minor illusion to make it look like another, or yeah, no, I can't do that with minor illusion, can I? Actually, I can. Okay, so I make another like, what's it called? Another like pterodactyl thingy. Yeah, that thing. And I make it fly in another direction.
So when he summons that, I break left, it goes right.
Yeah. And it has to
Okay.
make a perception save or perception check at probably disadvantage.
At disadvantage? Why?
I don't know.
Was it
Investigation
There's
check,
two.
sorry.
Investigation.
25. 25 at a straight check.
What is
Frankly,
the
Mike,
check for this?
fuck this.
Just,
Fuck what?
So that's
I'm
a
fucking
15,
dragon, bro,
so
it's stressful.
yeah, no, you would see it. He would be able to tell it.
So still hot on your shell.
He would have to roll a nat 1 for it to fail. However, I do it again.
Okay.
It is an investigation check, not a perception check.
36.
What the fuck, Mike?
Mike,
What the actual fuck?
It's not his fault he's rolling well.
Yeah, no, but it's also, this is also the wrong check. What's his investigation check?
Probably similar, if not better.
And it
Well,
also
this is an
has to
NPC.
use an action to determine that. So all he sees is two guys going in opposite directions. He doesn't
Right.
know which is real and
Yeah.
which is fake.
So
He has
he's
to
using that
stop and do an
perception
action
check
to figure
to
out.
yeah. Another
Okay,
thing
so-
that he should be able to do
Here,
is
do you, Mike, ping a minor illusion in the chat so he can read this. Or not Mike, sorry, Corin.
ping a minor illusion.
Yeah.
A sound
Anytime he
or an
casts it.
image of an object within range that lasts for that duration. Dismiss it. Create a sound volume whisper.
Okay. Well, here I'll roll intelligence for investigation. 19.
That still succieds.
And
That
21.
Still costs the
Ah,
action.
yeah.
Costs
Yeah,
2 actions
so-
for 2
Yeah,
checks.
yeah. So you guys
That's nice.
get a little bit further away, but let's see. Hold on. Still sees you, I assume. And is following at a slower pace,
We're
but
at 84,
following you.
160, 240. That's a nice gap.
We can do this for days.
At literally 8 hours.
Can I ask what kind of ground we're above?
Desert, right?
Uh,
I haven't left the desert, and that's what you said we were above before. I would have just been circling, trailing, making him chase and waste his time.
Do you have anything that can dig, Moss?
I do, but that change, he'd probably catch up to us.
Not if you drop into the ground. No, I'm
yeah.
just kidding.
If we're plummeting at a terminal velocity,
Okay, yeah, but then
You
he'd probably
all
die.
would hit the ground.
we're on your back. You can dig very quickly.
This is a horrible idea, Blue.
I know it's a horrible idea, but it was an idea, okay?
Moss just shakes his head. I believe this is our best course of survival.
Can I use minor illusion
Keep
again?
flying. Keep spamming it, bro. What is I don't even know how the hell do you like do visual range in 5e, bro?
Oh, it's weird.
How far away do we have to be till he's either bored enough?
Is that what a
Or just can't perceive us anymore.
Kapalapakis looks like?
Yeah, that image in chat that Blue put.
Yeah.
Okay, Mike, can I spam? Can I just keep doing minor illusion? Like, just keep doing it?
That seems to be our best bet.
Yeah, I can do it too. That's a minor illusion.
Oh, you do minor illusion. We have 3 of them.
At the same time.
Perfect.
Then he has to do 2 every time. There you go.
Yeah.
On my count,
All of you roll
3,
perception checks.
2.
Okay.
Perception.
That's persuasion. There we go. Ooh,
16.
I'm done.
17.
Durgate?
I mean, I'm not there. I didn't move. I never said anything about moving. I'm still on the carpet.
On the carpet
Fair
in the
enough.
middle of the desert.
Sure.
Yeah. Oh, I know.
So-
I mean, we were moving in a straight line. I know where Cavus is.
So all of you except Tony start looking around, and you don't see the dragon.
Ooh.
I keep moving straight line.
I
I
create.
see the dragon, though.
No, you don't see the dragon either. You flight
Wait,
for
hold
sure.
on. Wait.
Question. Can fog cloud? I don't know if it says anything about this. Can fog cloud Can you center that on an object?
I assume so. Yeah.
Okay. Can I put that on?
Send it to or roll it so I can see like the description for it. Like that's gonna be the best way to tell you.
Okay.
Can't with it. Can't in base. I'll tell you. Some people homebrew it that way, but it sits in the 1 point.
It's
unless-
centered on a point within range.
Okay, so I couldn't technically.
No.
Okay, never mind
You
then.
could cast it at a higher level and just give us a ridiculous amount of coverage.
I can only cast it at level 2 because I'm still basically a level 2
There
wizard.
you go. Yeah, that's right.
Right. And
Apologies, I'm here.
yeah, at this
Actually,
point
can I chill
know
behind this tree? Just in case Dragon comes back.
sure.
On the ground so it doesn't see me.
Sure, and roll a stealth check.
You have a cloak of invisibility.
Yeah, I have a cloak of invisibility. I can put that on.
Okay. And yeah, as you hide behind the tree, you see the dragon flapping and fly by, going north again towards Kabus. And as it goes by, it's just like a jet going by. In fact, let's see, Moss, since you're the one flying, do me a favor and just roll an intelligence check, just to see if you know, or no, a survival check to see if you know your bearings.
Hey.
'Cause you've been like flying around, looping around,
Oh, absolutely.
and
24.
easily enough. Okay, so yeah, you still know
Damn.
like where you need to get back to, like back
The
to Pleic,
one
Sula.
thing we're in my one wheelhouse, fellas. That's all I got.
Survival.
So Moss, see after seeing the dragon finally give up, slowly just kind of lowers himself down, make sure everyone gets off him nice and easy,
Ooh.
and then still in that form, just fucking flops down, exhausted.
Can Talia pat him on the head? Just like pat.
Oh.
You hear the soft clank clank. Still all metal. That's very important. It's all metal.
Talia still pats him. Did a good job.
May I summon Deathbringer?
That did not go as I thought it would.
This went horrible.
Give me
They
both.
have a dragon. Let me repeat this for you. They have a dragon.
Ow, my
It
ears.
seems less of they have them and more of it has him.
Andrade, can you still
Beth,
send
hey.
the better version of message?
I cannot. I need my warlock powers for that.
Oh, you need a patron before that dragon gets to Kabus. Oh, we need to
Well-
outrun a dragon.
Who has a fairly good head start on you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's just gonna fly to
That's
Blackfield
still
and
where
calling
I am,
it.
right? That's the move. Right?
I mean, you never moved, yeah.
How do
Yeah,
we know
okay, so
How do
I'm
we know
gonna-
Kabas isn't already on fire
Or an
It may
acid.
very well be.
or on acid? Kabas, the entire city of Kabas is on acid.
Everyone's fucking tripping balls.
There's a
Oh.
fucking dragon, man!
Fucking dragons, bro.
Dude, it's a fucking
Dragon.
Oh, that's beautiful. This is horrible. They're dying. They are disintegrating.
Oh.
Their bones are melting.
Jamie's dying, bruh! Yo, bro, I'm dying!
We're such horrible people. That cackle.
Oh, that one got me. That my god, we're good.
Shit, man. It's dead. Fuck, I'm
Oh, no,
dying.
Blue, stop. Blue, stop, no. God damn it.
That's what's happening, Thomas, right now.
What have I
Moss-
unleashed on
like
this
me.
world?
Moss takes the group back to first back to the grove to regroup because he remembers seeing Durgat there and not seeing them during the chase. So he wants to go and make sure. And you see the giant to land.
Cute.
Interrogate currently is wearing the invisibility cloak, so
He
they'd
has
have
no
to
fucking
will
idea
As
where you
I
are.
see them,
make
I will
themselves
approach
present.
as I
the
see them,
car.
I take it
He'll
off.
search around. 9. He doesn't see shit.
Wait. Hold on. When we land, I just say, Cadabra. I walk over to the now filled up carpet with a Durgat in it.
No, I got off the carpet. I'm
she
not
cla-
that stupid.
They climbed a tree.
Oh, damn.
That was
Do I,
But
do
I
I
take
find
off
out
the
where the
cloak
carpet is
invisibility
from
as I see
hearing it
them.
roll up?
What's that?
Do I find out where the carpet is from hearing it roll up when I command Cadabra?
Roll a perception.
That is a no.
Yeah, no.
Do I
Oh,
notice
it's a
there?
yes, wow. It's a yes, oh my god.
So yeah, you do notice it rolling up like a cloud of, a cloud of dust from what is
I walk over
Okay,
the
but do
carpet
I
and
notice
say,
that they are there?
oh,
Cause it'd
a
be better if I
magic
don't.
carpet. I wonder who could have left this here. Be a shame if I just walked off into the desert with it.
Dear God.
Looking around, waiting for Durgat to appear from somewhere.
I'm assuming at
Nothing.
this point I know you're there and I take off my cloak of invisibility. Still with the weapon out because you could be a clone, I don't fucking know.
Nice one.
I'm not sure if they could intimidate me, says the giant 20-foot tall bird.
I
exact
same
cancel
voice.
concentration on a large reduce and say, how about now?
15-foot bird. Sorry.
Hey Tony, just to be sure, what is something only the both of us or our group would know? Just to be sure.
I mean, I just Cadabra the carpet, and as I say that, the carpet slaps me in the face.
You know what?
Cadabra.
Fair.
Cadaver.
Slaps her again.
You know what? Fair. We didn't rip off the name tag for nothing.
Stuffing it between the boards
Oh,
on
yeah.
the ship.
Are the others still safe? None of you died, right?
Is who?
Now,
What? My
What?
brain died
Alex
for a
asked if
second.
any of us died.
No one's dead?
I'm dead. Inside.
one thing that is good is that unless that dragon somehow has magical healing abilities, Tomlin is most certainly dead. With that much time in the air after being unconscious, there's certainly no chance of survival.
You say that. It wouldn't surprise me. Bastard.
I
Moss cocks his head to the
still
side.
don't like the fact that he's dead. Okay.
Look. We got...
I listen. Okay. He's a dickhead. Okay. However, I at least want to know who these orcs were that killed his friends and family, whatever, so I could go to them and kick their ass personally.
Well, they're orcs. More than likely, another tribe had probably killed them long ago.
I can assure you
Well,
the
that
Baron
case-
killed them.
That
We don't
seems
know that.
likely.
Alright,
We don't know that.
sorry. Different topic. Let's get back to Wintervale and make sure that isn't overtaken by the cult.
Maybe not
Yeah.
overtaken, but
Look
at
at
least
your mom
partially
lives
melted.
there. That should be the priority right now.
I want to go there. Not only my mom, but also my friends. You know, the guys at the Thieves Guild?
That's
Well, not
true.
all of them are there. But they'd be terrible. They'd be terrible. But like, they're not all there. But I still
Have to go
I'm very
many
worried.
places.
We should
We're
go to
going back to
Finnebear.
Wintervale.
We've never had any problems in
Wintervale-
Finnebear.
Wintervale's the first place we should go to next. Because Wintervale is in immediate danger. You said it's only a couple
I
of weeks. You
believe
could have
the
meant
city-
2 weeks or 4.
I believe the city that we were just in was just attacked. That should be our priority at this moment.
Well, it was already attacked. We can't save it anymore. My mother lives in Wintervale. I want to go
And
there
mine
right now.
lives
At least
there.
And people are dying right now. There.
He's
I
right.
want
We
to-
should
I want to
at least.
send a
Durgan,
letter. I want.
we
Durgan,
should at least
we
have a
shall-
look.
Go on.
We should at least have a
You're
look
right.
if we can help anywhere in any way over in city name. Pleic, Sula.
Yeah, well, I can't help. I can't heal anything. I can't even send a fucking message to my mother. I can send someone who's like, I can send a letter, but that'll take weeks to arrive. I'm
I
sorry.
just want to make sure my ma's not dead.
Yeah,
Mama.
we
Let's
can
do what we can
wait.
here.
Yeah,
The
it's
next
like Talia
first thing.
puts.
Next
Go on.
thing we do will be to check on your family. Nothing is more important than those close to you.
Aw.
But right now, we have a city of people dying. Right now.
You know, Big
Intervale
Bird, when
has
you're right,
time.
you're right.
Yeah, so Talia puts a hand on their shoulder. I don't know how you feel because I'm not close to my family. But Tony
can't
has
have a family.
Tony's parents are in Pleic, Sula, so we should go and check if we can help somehow, and if they're all right. The city
You know,
got
that's
just
a very
attacked by a
heartfelt
dragon
moment.
that owned by the cold. Or part
Yeah,
of
I
the
know
cold.
you're right. Sorry, I yelled.
It's alright. I totally understand it.
No, you are
Yeah, I'm
perfectly
sorry for this
reasonable
recall,
with
it's
your
not like
reaction.
me. We should
Just
Yeah, we
understand,
should go back
other
to...
people are currently dying. We will
in
help
that case, we
everyone
shouldn't
as
talk.
much as we can.
In that case, we shouldn't be talking here. We should get there as fast as possible.
I'm literally waiting for you to climb onto me.
I'm already on you.
Yeah,
Too.
yeah.
Moss's
Yeah, me
arm has
too.
just been sitting there on the ground. That's like a
Okay.
little land bridge for you to climb. And as soon as everyone's on, I take off full sprint. The second I catch my breath and everyone's back on, full
Sprint. You
sprint
can
back to town.
fly.
Yeah, fly sprint. That's what
Just your
Ever
little
seen a
bird
bird
legs running.
running on the air.
My back. My back.
Okay.
I know it's a very heartfelt moment, but I couldn't help but laugh a little bit when Moss just said, "I can't have a family," in his very ecstatic voice.
No, that's
It kind of broke me a little bit.
and he doesn't feel bad about it.
Yeah, he's like, "Yeah, that's cool."
It's like, wait, someone else doesn't have a family. Sick. That's fucking dope.
Okay.
While we're flying back, hey Talia, can I have a page from your notebook? I at least want to start the letter so I can want my
Oh
mom.
yeah, sure. And Talia takes a notebook, like flips through the pages, and like
Well-
just randomly chooses one that's empty and just like rips it out and it's like here you go, and also gives her like whatever writing material she has.
Roll a luck check to
Yeah.
see if you actually managed to rip it perfectly.
I hate you.
Where is
Speaking
it?
of,
We're on the back of a bird moving 160 miles an hour. Let's make this a little more realistic.
speaking of things we're doing on the way,
That probably went
Sorry.
straight into the red.
who wants to cure wounds?
Me
roll
do.
up, get your cure wounds. So
I'll
try
take
to get
the
the
11.
first one. No, you won't.
Damn it.
Talia, get the 11. Doga, what do you want? An 11? Great.
At the
I
moment,
literally
I'm
don't
fine.
have
I
to
meant
take.
Moss.
take
I said
damage.
Doga.
At the moment, I'm fine. But as soon as I'm out of this body, I believe I am in mortal danger.
Can I heal Moss while he's
No.
Rubberbird? No. Can I save the 11? That'd be real nice.
You know what I could do?
Yeah.
I could cast Spare the Dying on him.
He's not
I
dying.
can-
no,
dying
he's
yet.
Not, he's not gonna collapse and die. I'll give her driver another 5 healing points then.
Okay.
From lay on hands. 7 gets 11, apart from Moss who gets 11 later.
Okay.
And I fly us back.
I'm out of here, lay on hands.
Okay. So yeah, as you start flying back towards Pleic, Sula, you see that the market area has been decimated. There's piles of bodies in the streets. There's rubble. from buildings being destroyed. One side of the palace has been utterly demolished. The Temple of the Cobb is in disrepair. People running around screaming with like acid on their bodies, just sizzling away.
How's your parents' shop?
Can we
It
see anyone
looks-
we like? Is there anyone we recognize?
It looks absolutely terrible there.
I fly us back to the castle.
I'd like to get off and expeditious retreat back home to make sure my parents aren't dead.
I'm just gonna go through the rubble and see if I can, like the moment we land, I look through the rubble and see if there's anyone I could help that's maybe trapped
Me
out
too.
there.
Me too. I have a bunch of cure wounds still, so
Okay.
Assuming-
So, Durgat and Talia, go ahead and roll investigation checks.
Go ahead and roll, boys.
Rolling.
hello.
Yeah.
There you go. Fuck. Can't be that hard, can it?
Hardrada's also looking.
Okay, go ahead and roll investigation.
Assuming the castle is where at least they're trying to do the majority of healing efforts, or wherever that would be, that's where Moss would start heading after he lands and turns back into himself.
15?
Okay, so Talia and Durgat, all of the people you find under the rubble are dead. Just
Oh, thank you. That's trauma for days.
annihilated. Hadrada, you do find like a couple people who are like halfway under some rubble with like acid burns all over their bodies, still alive, but in a great amount of pain.
I don't have any healing spells.
Get me. I literally have.
I point out the healing people, the people who need healing.
They're like reaching up to you, like, help me.
Yes,
Oh,
I'll grab
God.
help real quick. Talia!
Talia sprints over. It's just
Why
like.
were you so
How many people? Killing.
Talia, darling, can you please stop this man from bleeding to
Talia,
death?
this man is a corpulent soul,
This is not funny.
please.
Talia, this man's skin is burned off his body. If you would be so
Oh,
kind.
shit.
It is
He's
very
a
funny.
puddle on
This
the
is-
floor.
I'll have you beheaded. How many people need help?
Hadrada only found 2.
Okay, so she casts one cure wounds at level 4 and one cure wounds at level 3 on both these people. Like on one of them. Whatever.
Okay.
So that's
I don't feel like you needed that. They're just NPCs. They have like 4 health.
Hey, hey.
I'll
Hey.
kill you!
These people are
Talia's an
injured and
empath.
they're trying to heal. It's not about the game. She's trying to save
So-
some lives.
So the
So
sizzling,
10 and 26.
the sizzling of their skin dissipates. The wounds begin to kind of close over, but they still have massive amounts of scarring all over their body and are horribly disfigured.
Are they trapped
Sorry,
under the
this is
rubble?
all I can do.
Tony, you are going to your parents?
Yeah. I'm at my
Okay.
parents' house.
So you get there, and the enchanting shop is decimated. It is rubble. Roll an investigation check.
I assume that includes what was my house.
Yes, the house was in the enchanting
Oh,
shop.
I do love my -1 of my investigation.
You look around, and at this time, don't see your parents
I am frantically
Anywhere.
digging through rubble.
living or dead. You
Um,
just don't see them.
I
I'm doing
also
some frantic digging.
I also start going to what's his face? Tony's house.
Me too.
Okay.
I would have followed Tony.
Roll another investigation.
Me?
I would like to help Tony.
All of us? Who are going to Tony's house?
You're not there yet, so
Oh,
just
okay.
just Tony at this point.
Yeah, I am frantically throwing up bricks.
You're throwing up bricks.
No, I'm like taking bricks and I'm throwing them behind me. I'm not vomiting bricks.
So
Searching
you're-
through what was my home.
as you're digging through the rubble, you hear like a sobbing, and look over, and next to what was one of the walls of your home is your mother, horribly burned on her arms and kneeling over a corpse.
Mike, I have lost all
I'm
trust
a
in you. This is
run-over.
it. This is the final straw. I had so much faith in you. No, it's over. It's done. Mike, all trust. I forget.
Continue.
I sprint over frantically. She gets level 3 cure wounds.
Okay.
No, she
and
doesn't. I have level 3 spellcasting. She has level 2 cure wounds. 14 health.
Okay.
As I like hold her in my arms, like, no, are you okay?
And she says, I am, but he didn't make it. I tried. I just wasn't fast enough. And looking down, you see the body of your father, burned, smoldering from acid burns, and halfway crushed under a pile of rubble.
Fuck. I know this isn't my dad, but I feel vaguely attached to this man that doesn't exist, and that's upsetting.
I would.
Welcome to D&D, my
if,
man.
if this was Delta Green, you would make so many sanity checks.
Ooh, I have not had a parent die in a session before. This is a weird feeling.
After landing and seeing Tony take off and seeing the urgency that he ran with, would Moss have been able to follow him, seeing that happen?
Yeah, I would say so.
I am slumped in a ball on the floor.
Is his dad like completely dead, or just like mostly
Yes,
dead?
I hope at this point, like now walking up on the house, seeing the rubble, seeing Tony walking up, Moss would want to crouch down and do a quick look on the state of his father.
Like, how descriptive do you want me to get with it?
I want to know, is he beyond saving, yes or no?
Yes.
Okay. Don't need a medicine check for it. Yeah. All right.
No,
Moss,
the upper half of his torso is completely burned away by acid.
None of us have Revivify, do we?
Nope.
There is rubble that has crushed his legs and lower half of his body, and he is bleeding out, laying in a pool of blood.
Is he like in the okay? All right. At the very least, just to stop the bleed, make the body at least not a mangled mess. Even though it's just the corpse, and it's only going to be physical. Moss is going to go and hit it with a cure wounds.
Thank you.
Okay.
Ardrada's going to do an ancient dwarven mourning ritual.
Tony's gonna ball and weep with his mom in his arms.
Yeah, Tony's mom is just beside herself at this point, cradling the part of his dad that's not under rubble, and just inconsolable is the best way I can put it.
I made a dagger.
It was impressive. I watched it. But Moss walk up, see Tony and his mother, at least treat the body, and then just single hand on Tony's shoulder as he holds his mother, and releases and walks away, gives him his time.
Tony takes his time.
Moss makes sure they are not disturbed.
Yeah, it's very chaotic right now. There's like dust and embers just flying through the air, and yeah, it's a war zone. It's destroyed. Pleic Sula has been laid to waste, essentially.
Talia's still going around trying to help anyone she can with whatever she has left. Like, she's pushing herself to the absolute limit.
Okay, roll investigation.
Well, sitting out and watching the crowds, can I tell if there's like a specific place that the survivors, injured people, are starting to herd to, or is it just everyone's running everywhere?
Go ahead and roll investigation, Moss. Okay, Talia, you find 2 more people who are very near to the brink of death.
Okay, I cure wounds
Still
them on level 2.
Savable.
Well, I'm not looking for like anyone specific. I'm trying to see like
And
has there been an organized effort from the people upstairs trying to
that's the
push
wrong roll.
people?
What was level 3? Yeah. So the last one, the second one was the one too. I meant to cast on level 3.
Hey, Blue.
Okay.
Mhm.
Do you think Tony would want his parents mourned like a dwarven warrior?
No.
So that's-
But if you'll do that, I will be very happy that you're at least showing some
Respect.
vague
That's
interest.
that's
in-
18 for both.
Okay. Yeah, that's more than enough to get them off of the brink
Holy
of death.
shit. I'm gonna run to the Temple of Macabre.
Okay.
Shit.
Do I see any survivors or like people trying to dig up other people or anything like that?
You see there are a few survivors who look more worse for the wear. And you see there is a long line of bodies that have been covered in like white sheets.
Okay, I walk up to one of the living people and ask, hey, is there still anyone trapped under here, or is there nothing we can do, or I can do?
They say, as far as we know, I think we've got most of the dead. There's still a lot of rubble to go through, though.
Question.
Are the high priests still alive, or the other priests, like, you know?
And as you mentioned that, they look to the ground and say, only one survived.
Ooh.
So Hardrada begins to sing in Dwarven. Really like lowly. He takes a stone from the ground and like takes a like dagger or something and starts carving a rune into the stone.
Okay. What does the rune say?
It's just like to pass on to the afterlife peacefully.
Okay, got it.
Thank you.
Okay, so what priest is still alive? Which one?
They point over to where the temple used to be, which is now just a pile of rubble, and you see Zylvan sitting there with burns on his arms, across his shoulder, like a head wrap around his head that's like leaking blood on the side, and he just looks in a very dazed state.
Okay, I nod and I ask if would it help if I helped digging in the rubble to at least maybe find some survivors?
They say any help would be very much appreciated.
Okay, well in that case I'll help.
Yeah, go ahead and roll investigation.
Meanwhile, Talia would like to go back to the
Nine.
palace.
Okay.
That's where Moss will be heading as well after making sure Tony was all right.
Digging through the rubble, you don't find any more bodies.
Talia would like to go back to the palace and check what's going on there. Is the Sultan all right? Is what's happening there?
Okay, so you make your way back to the palace, which one side of it is completely collapsed from where the dragon initially burst in through the wall to break out Tomlin and Razula. The front part of the door has been caved in. The courtyard, there's bodies of guards strewn everywhere, just burned to being unrecognizable from acid. It's still pretty chaotic there, but you do see a few guards who are running around and trying to pull out anyone they can from the rubble and searching around.
It's just like she goes up to them, just like, excuse me, is Is the Sultan alright?
As you say this, they both look to the ground and shake their head. No, he didn't make it out. They say, thankfully though, his son and wife made it out. They weren't in the palace at the time, so his son still lives.
Alright, is there anything I can do to help? Does anyone need healing? I still have 2 spell slots, 2 times of healing left. It might not be a lot, but it's probably second.
You see that there's about 3 or 4 guards who are like sitting on some of the rubble, burned with acid and just not on the brink, but have been hurt extremely badly. They're in and out of consciousness almost. And they say, well, if you could help them, that would be great. We don't want to lose any more than we already have.
Question: if I like use cure wounds and put my hands on 2 people, do 2 people, like these 2 people, get the healing, or just one of them?
I'm pretty sure it's only a single person for cure wounds.
You
Question.
said 3 to 4.
How
It's on a
far
target.
gone is the Sultan?
Have you arrived to the palace yet?
No, this is like a out of character question, I guess.
I guess the only way we could
Well, we
save
don't
them.
know yet. We haven't seen
Okay.
the body.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
I'll say once you arrive to the palace, then you can like kind of investigate around and find out what's going on.
I'll
Can
go head to the palace then.
Meanwhile, can I see which ones of the guards are hurt the most, so I can
Moss
focus
would
my
follow
cure wounds
Hadara.
on?
Yeah, I would say
so
Moss. I would say at this point, Moss is like entered in through the front gates,
Alright.
and is within like the destroyed courtyard.
Yes, I see Moss walking behind you as well. So I was like, are there still like, there's a lot of injured guards around here, right?
Yeah, there's a lot.
Talia's just gonna cast 2 cure wounds on the most, and the 2 guards that just are the most hurt right now, and that's
Even
all
the-
my spell slots.
Even the ones that Talia were speaking to, despite like, trying to look around through rubble and stuff, like even they're not looking that great, but they're just less hurt than everyone else.
So here's a little question for this guy, lesser restoration. Now it says specifically it's these kind of conditions. Would I be able to do that to alleviate the scarring?
I would
it's
say
not really a condition, but it
Yeah.
is like a condition that's affecting them physically. You know,
I would
I'm
I
using
would
this
say-
voice, hoping it helps.
yeah. I would say no.
Damn it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably a greater
Sorry.
restoration thing, huh? Fuck.
Yeah.
Damn it. Yeah, so Moss would just go around and slap some cure wounds on some homies as well.
Okay.
Like,
And I would say
bat-
at this point, like
bat.
Hadrada comes walking in through the front gate as well.
You see a heal party giving high fives to everyone. Everyone getting heals.
Yeah, and it seems to help. The guards no longer seem in as much pain.
Yeah, Moss would go up to specifically the guards that he recognized the most, the ones that hopefully weren't as much of dicks to him as the others were.
Right. Okay. And you do see a couple that you recognize, injured as well.
And just keeps he just soft nod, knowing he can't smile. Just these guys are special. They get 2. Yeah, for the homies.
And as you do that, they look at you and say, "Thank you. I don't know how much longer I would have lasted."
Of course, friend. Stay strong. And just moves on to the next group.
Okay. Yeah, and I would say Hadrada has made it to the palace by now. Talia, you're already there. Durgate, where were you again?
I'm at the Temple of Bokab helping and digging, but apparently I didn't find any body.
Yeah, okay. So yeah, you're currently at the temple still. Tony is with his parents, and the rest of you are at the palace.
Parent.
Parent. Yeah. I was about to say.
Parent. Mike.
I mean, even though he's dead, it's not like he was never your parent.
He's not
Like-
anymore.
Thanks.
No
Not
problem.
so-
Got you, man.
Excellent.
Can I go to Sylvan and say hello? And ask
Yeah.
how he's feeling, or if he's okay. Can I check if he's okay? Like, how many wounds does he have? Is he injured at all?
Yeah, he
Yeah,
is.
sure he is.
He is quite injured. It looks like he took like a crack on the skull from falling rubble. He has like
Oh,
a bandage wrapped around his head. His shirt, like the sleeves of his robe, have been like ripped open, and there are acid burns up the length of his forearms.
Oh fuck.
And he sees you approach and say, "Well, it's good to see that you made it out.
Yeah.
You count yourself lucky you weren't in this carnage."
I mean, I kind of was, but let's just say, I'm pretty good at not getting hurt. Do you
You-
need help? Like, I have 1 healing potion here. That's not a lot, I know.
And you see, he says yes, that would be very helpful. And as you do this, he just has like the 1,000-yard stare, just looking around, and says, "We've lost everything. Everything has been destroyed. Everything we've built."
Okay, I hand him the superior healing potion I have, and I say, everything's destroyed, yes, but it can be rebuilt, right?
He says, "Everything except the lives we lost." And you see, like,
That's
a tear
pretty
kind of begins to form in his eyes. And he looks over at
I'm
the
not very-
line of bodies covered by the sheets, and says, "Tektorog, all of them, we lost all of them."
I don't know if it will help, but Tony's still alive. I think he's currently checking if his parents are good. I don't know if they are. I think he would appreciate seeing you.
And he says, I would appreciate seeing him. When we last talked, I was less than fair with him, and it would have been a shame to die with that as our last interaction."
Well, we can go to him. In the worst case scenario, he would need the help.
He like kind of looks at himself and says, I'm in no shape to travel, to walk."
Well, that's why I gave you the superior healing potion. I can carry you. I can make it work.
Yeah, and he takes it. Did you roll how much health he gets from that?
No, I didn't. I don't know how superior healing potions work. Hold on.
Just fucking throwing out superiors, man. That's nuts.
I mean, it's the only healing potion I have.
How much gold do you have on you right now?
We got it. Where did we get it? Oh yeah, we got them on the boat. And also, I got a lot of gold yet.
No, like how much gold do you have, like in your purse? Because I'm pretty sure that was more than what you had in your purse.
Found it. We didn't buy it. We found it.
No, that's what I'm saying. Do you know how much that was worth?
No, I do not. I don't give a
nuts.
fuck.
That's nuts. I respect it. I respect the fuck out of it. Oh, you're my
Also,
hero
do you
right
think
now.
do you think my Intelligence 10 Wisdom 8 ass would know how much a superior healing potion is worth?
Intelligence 10, yeah.
That's 8d4s plus 8, and let me look up the cost.
It's 5,000 fucking gold.
Holy fuck.
That is not worth it, in my opinion.
Yeah, it's a rare healing.
Well, I don't
potion.
know that.
8d8 in a bonus action is a big heal, homie. That's worth 5,000.
It's d4s. It's 8 d4s.
Healing potions. cost more than that to have a
Well,
spellcaster
fix
cast it on
those,
you.
so-
Magic is expensive.
Okay, so how much? Okay, so how much is it?
8d4. Plus 8.
Plus
right?
what?
Plus 8.
8d4 plus 8.
So like this.
There you go.
Yeah. Okay.
You should take my roll.
Not how it works. Technically, he should roll, but
Yeah, technically he should roll it.
Okay, hold on.
What's he gonna do? Add his potion modifier?
that's just luck of the label.
It's bad luck to have someone roll a roll for you.
Yeah. Oh yeah. There you go,
Oh, yeah.
big man
So
on
it is.
campus.
No, that's 8.
That's d8s,
Oh, you're the
not
8d8.
d4s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, D4. Sorry. I thought it was D8.
I wish it was 8d8
I mean, no,
plus 8.
you can
That'd be
take the
beautiful.
38.
I mean, hey, Mike,
should
you want
totally
to make
take the
superior
30.
healing potions 8d8. I won't be mad about it.
25. So.
There you go.
The lowest you can get is an 8. Or no, the lowest you can get is a 16.
Yeah.
So yeah, he drinks it, and his wounds begin to close up and heal over, scarring left over on his forearms.
Yay.
There's still like wet blood on his head, but he unwraps the bandage, and the wound has been closed with a large scar on the side of his temple.
It's metal as fuck.
I'm sorry that I can't help more, but we should go check how Tony's doing.
And he says, "Yes, I feel like I've regained a bit of my strength. I'll follow you." And as he like gets up and walks and begins to follow you, you just see him like just looking at the carnage around him, just kind of more instinctually following you, and not paying that much attention. Okay, so the rest of you are at the palace. Okay, so yeah, Zylvan follows Durgit to where Tony's parents' shop is, and you walk onto the scene and see what's going on. Tony and his mother, inconsolable, his father's body trapped under rubble in front of them. And Zylvan turns to Durgan and says, "We should maybe give him some time and some space. I can find Tony after all this has been blown over a bit. I don't want to
Are
disturb
you
him."
sure?
Can I hear that with a passive perception of 10?
Yeah, we'll say so. They're not trying to be stealthy or anything. They just-
Tony's head darts around. He sprints over to Zylvan and gives him the biggest hug he's ever given him. He's like, "Oh my god, I'm so glad you're fucking alive. Oh my god.
and he like
Oh,
embraces
I'm
you.
so sorry. I said some horrible things. Oh,
And he says, so did I. So did I. I didn't mean any of them, and I should never have questioned your loyalty. I'm sorry, Tony."
I'm so happy. Oh, you don't know how much I needed this silver. I'm like, hugging him so tight.
And he says the temple has been destroyed. We've lost many. I don't know where to go from here.
Fuck. Just, I don't know. This Tony's like very like panicky. Like you've never seen him lose this much focus at one point before. But he's trying to like keep a brave face still, as he always does. He's like, at least you're okay. And he gives him like another like embrace as he goes back in for a hug.
And he embraces you back and says, "I have no idea when we'll start rebuilding or what. It's too soon at this point to even consider that, but when we do, we will need your help."
Okay.
And he says, "But for now, I'll let you be with your family. You have some things to attend to."
Thank you. And I turn back to Mom and
By the way,
Continue
as everyone
breathing.
else is going on, As I realize what's going on, that Tony's dad is dead, I literally just don't say anything, I just hug him.
I give a. It's like I get like a little surprised at first that I've been hugged around my waist and Stug gets like a good like 6 inches shorter than me. It's like oh, I
I'm
like give like the
how
hug
tall,
back.
how tall
I'm like
is Tony? How tall are you?
6'2" something.
Yeah, I'm
6'2".
like 3 inches smaller than you. It's not that
Yeah.
much.
Oh, I thought you were like 5'4".
High elves
No,
are
I'm
tall as shit.
5'11".
Doug is an orc, and they said they were a very small
God
half-orc.
damn it!
You'll get there. You'll
Oh,
get there.
the average half orc is 6 feet tall, I think.
Yeah, I thought you said you were quite short, but that's fine. I'm
Or a half orc.
surprised at this.
For a half orc.
I've lost
Or a
I've lost
half-orc.
my I've lost my concentration. I didn't quite notice you. Okay, regardless of your rank, but I like give you like a cuddle back and like pat you on the back. I'm like I'm fine. Don't worry.
You sure?
Yeah, just like a reassuring like I don't know what you call it.
The
So when you
old,
hug someone, but you do the pat on the back hug.
Side
It's
hug.
called
know that kind of hug?
the there hug.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There,
that
there.
kind of hug. I do that. I'm like I'm fine. Don't
Okay.
worry. You go be a hero.
Yeah, I'll try and save some other people. I'm still feeling bad because I can't really help anyone except for digging out of rubble. And literally anyone can do that. And then I just walk
Can
off the scene, try
I'd
to
like-
save
I'd
other
like to-
people.
turn to my mum just to see if she's doing well and okay now, or at least survivably better than before.
Well,
Yeah, I mean, she's still pretty riled up at all of this and is still deeply grieving, but it almost seems like she's like run out of tears to cry essentially and is beginning to
I'm doing that
regain her composure a bit.
I go back over to her and like put my hands on her shoulder and say, "Look, you stay with Zolvan for now. I'll make sure you're all right while this calms down. I have lives to save, okay?"
And she says, "Yes, whatever you think is best," but looks at your father's body and says, "But I don't want to leave him."
Take him with you.
Take him
Why?
with me. I say, "Don't worry, we won't leave him here. But I have things I need to do.
Oh, that was
Okay.
a snap.
You gonna be okay?"
And she says, "Yes, after time, I think I should be okay."
Okay. I give her one last hug. I look over at Zolvan like, make sure she don't die, yeah? And
She says, "Of course."
I follow Interrogate and the rest of the group.
Speaking
Can
of
I-
which, when
can
I
I go to the
arrive
tavern?
at the palace, I was letting all that go on. I'm assuming this is back in time since I probably got there before all this was happening.
Yeah.
it's probably simultaneous.
But once I get there, I ask, how far gone is the Sultan?
They point over to a pile of rubble, and on the ground in front of it is a body covered in a white sheet, and says, "You can take the time you need and pay any respects or say any final words that you have to him."
Could I use... Is he dead? Like, is he actually dead?
Yeah, he's like...
Okay, so
dead.
he's dead. Okay, never mind. I pay my dwarven respects doing the small singing thing and
Or
then...
singing.
Yeah, dwarven. It's like Mongolian singing. No, okay, but I do my little dwarven thing and then like put the sheet back over him and say, give this man a proper funeral to the dudes.
And
Uh,
they say he's the Sultan. Of course he will. He'll be buried with the highest honors.
Probably would also like to go and pay her respects, and she's just like, does like her elven thing with just from what she just learned from her family is like she whispers some words in Elven, which are presumably like thank you for everything you've done for us, or everything you've done for us, um, and like whispers like have a it's just like have a well journey to the afterlife, and also just like and, I'm sorry, and then it's just like that's she says all of that in Elven, and then just like covers like put the sheet back over the body and just like tries to continue helping wherever she can.
Okay. Cool, got it. And we'll go ahead and end it there for this week.